Hey there friends, it's Missy again. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I have a new layout to share for Hip Kit Club, and this is my first layout using the 2019 June kits. And it's got a lot of the Vicki Boutin Color Kaleidoscope and the Heidi Swapp Color Fresh collections. And so I picked out 3 papers to start with. I'm going to use bits and pieces from each of these, and I just love those rainbow hearts. And I'm going to scrapbook these cute photos of my youngest daughter from I think 5 or 6 years ago wearing the greatest swimsuit I think either of my children have ever worn. It's just this cutest little rainbow striped bathing suit, and both of my daughters wore it, and I think I still have it. I don't have the heart to give it away. The elastic is probably shot in it by now, but it's gonna make the cutest scrapbook pages because it's rainbow. And I think I've already scrapped some pictures of her wearing this suit a while back, but I've got a lot, so I'm going to use those today. And I'm going to start with this heart paper and just start to fussy cut out some hearts. And this paper is easy to fussy cut because hearts are pretty much one of the simplest shapes to cut. Doesn't take very long. So I'm going to cut out some of those, and then I really love this red, pink, and teal colors together. I know I've said this a lot in the past several months. I never really want to scrap red. Red is just not my favorite color, but for some reason it just works on different layouts. And I feel like if you're making something with a rainbow with these really bright colors, you gotta have some red in there. So I'm gonna make it work. And yeah, I just decided to kind of start with a white background and kind of use these pattern paper strips as a starting point. And then I'm going to work in those hearts and the whole rainbow idea and just see where it takes me. I had so many ideas going through my head for these photos. Since the stripes in her swimsuit are going horizontal, I thought maybe I should turn these paper strips horizontal, but I don't know. I just was in the mood to create a vertical design and sort of just work around that. And so that's what I'm going to do. And I feel like I said, I have so many of these photos of my girls in this particular swimsuit that I could make so many more pages with it. And so I may do something different with the next layout that I make concerning the stripes, maybe try to mimic the stripes in the swimsuit. But anyway, so all I'm doing here is I cut these strips and I'm going to attach them to the middle of this white cardstock. I kind of bent up the edges because I want lots of texture going on. And then I'm going to use some white gesso because I'm going to do some mixed media on the sides of these papers. And I'm going to smudge a little bit of gesso onto the paper just to give it a little bit of faded areas, and I'll do more of that later. But I kind of want to do the photos like this, kind of one up top, one down below. Before I do mixed media, I want to kind of sort through and pick out some embellishments. And this here is the packaging from the Vicki Boutin ephemera, and it's got this gorgeous flower cluster on it, and I thought right away I've got to use that. So I'm going to fussy cut that out. I picked out some of the Pocket Life cards, and I'm just going to start to fussy cut things out that I might use. So many cute things in the kits this month. I really love this Pocket Life card that says weekend. I fussy cut that out and knew I want to use that as part of my title some way, somehow. So I kind of played around here with some more of those floral ephemera pieces from Vicki Boutin and just kind of started an idea. But I wanted to do, like I said, some mixed media on the sides. So in the color kit this month, we get 3 more of the magical powders from Lindy's Stamp Gang, and I'm using the yellow colored one. What color is that? Let me check. It's called Summer Lovin' Sun, and it's really, really pretty. It's kind of a golden yellow with a slight orangey tint to it, and I think it's perfect for all of the yellows in the embellishments and the papers this month, and it looks really bright and sunny up next, or up against these reds and pinks and teals that I've got going on. So I'm just kind of sprinkling on some of the powder, adding some water, using my brush, using the packaging to spread it around. Very easy to use. We've gotten Lindy's powders in the last several kits, and they're really, really bright, really pigmented. It doesn't take a lot of the powder to really make a bold color. So you definitely want to use a little bit of powder at a time. I would not suggest dumping water into the pot and making it liquid all at the same time. I would use a little bit at a time. So I let that dry. I'm just showing you here, I did some stitching, just some straight stitching on the edges of each of the paper strips, just to add some texture. And I kind of, like I said, ruffled up the edges a little bit. And I really like how this is looking. Since I've got rainbow photos, I want to try to basically use all of the colors that I can and scatter them around the layout. Sometimes I want to do tone on tone, where I do everything yellow in the yellow section and everything red in the red section. But this time I want to just scatter it all over the place. So I'm going to use some florals from the Vicki Boutin. I'm going to pull in those hearts that I fussy cut. I don't wind up using all of those. Now this here is probably my favorite item in the kits. This is the Heidi Swapp Color Fresh sticker book, and there are pages upon pages. I think there are over 900 stickers in this sticker book, and it just keeps going and going and going. And I saw that and I just started going through it going, oh, look at this. I love this sticker. I love this sticker. I love that sticker. I mean, it's just jam-packed. It's so amazing. I am so excited that we got that. I'm going to spend most of this video going through that sticker book. So I cut out a big word that said fun there in the beginning, or not in the beginning, but just a few seconds ago. Decided to not use that. And I went with the pink oval that says awesome in red. I'm going to use that as the first part of my title. So my title is just going to be Awesome Weekend. Very simple, but I wanted to kind of mix and match fonts. So I've got Weekend, which is in a cursive-y, scripty font, and then Awesome is in more of a block font. And so I'm going to go with that. And then I'm just going to sort through everything else. There's, like I said, there's Vicki Boutin galore in this kit, or in these kits. There are cardstock stickers, there are chipboard stickers, like I said, a lot of Heidi Swapp Color Fresh. I'm going to sort through and try to pick out some stickers from this sticker book. Do a little bit of layering behind the photos there, along with some adhesive foam. I'm just going to use some Pocket Life cards there as layers, just to add a little bit of color, as well as some tissue paper behind the photos, and just sort of plug in embellishments. The photos are pretty much going to go where you see them, and it's just going to be a matter of adding in other things. So I'm going to add in some leaves. Those are also from Vicki Boutin, and start to glue things down just a little bit. I want my photos a little bit on the crooked side. I don't want them perfectly straight. So I'm going to make sure I get them just like I want them, and then start to go through that sticker book again. I mean, it's like a feast for the eyes. It's so colorful, and a lot of the stickers are, they're kind of, I guess you would say clear stickers, but they're kind of frosted, if that makes any sense. There are some alphas in there. There are some planner type stickers for months, days of the week. There's some gold. There are some more like regular stickers that are not clear. I mean, it's just crazy. It's awesome. So I just went through and looked through the sticker book time after time after time, trying to find little bits and pieces of something to stick somewhere. I'm going to use a little sun up at the top. I've got a sunshine on my mind sticker to the left, relax over to the right by that big orange sticker. And yeah, I mean, this sticker book is going to last a long time. And what I love about it is it's very general. So you could use most of those stickers on any type of layout that you have. Now, I did go through the chipboard from Vicki Boutin again, and I really like these little banners. So I'm going to use a couple of those momentarily here. This was the first layout that I made when I got back from vacation, so my mind was kind of all over the place. So I had to take lots of breaks and just kind of observe it and see if my mind changed from time to time, because I'll get an idea, not sure if I like it, I'll take a break, come back later and have a different idea and want to change things. And so it was one of those layouts where I just had to kind of step back and think about it some more. But I love those little banners. They're so cute. And I'm going to wind up pulling in the yellow one also. But I do want to raise up these flowers to give a little bit more dimension. So I'm just adding some foam behind those. And I'm going to tuck the little hearts in here and there. Some of them are, like the red is pretty close to the red. The pink one is on the pink stripe. And I just didn't really want to have any rhyme or reason. Like I said, I just wanted them to be, you know, details, and wasn't very concerned with if they stood out or blended in, because you can still see the pink one even though it's on the pink stripe. It's just a little bit of texture there. So I'm adding in some thread. I've got some teal that I'm going to add there to the right behind the orange flower. I'm going to add in some of that golden yellow color behind the word awesome in the title. And the thread just adds some texture. It adds little pops of color. And I just love adding thread. It's one of my favorite things. I just think it just adds a fun detail. And it adds little pops of whatever you need and wherever you need it to go. So here's where I add in the other banner. This is the yellow one. So I feel like I've got a lot of yellow going on, but I think it works in the end. So I'm going to kind of arrange those to where they overlap on the right side and then kind of separate, spreading out wider toward the left. And then I'm going to add in some more stickers because there's so many of them. I love this one that says just chill. And then this one says favorite. And I love this sticker that says favorite because it's got all the colors in it that are in this layout and in her swimsuit. So I thought it was just like the perfect echo of the rainbow theme. Yeah, if you get this sticker book, or if you already have it, you know what I'm talking about. It just keeps going and going and going. And there's so many stickers. I'm going to use this one that says today. Again, it matches the swimsuit perfectly. And I do add some pink thread underneath the leaf here over on the left. And I like how you can see the mixed media just sort of showing through and around everything. It's kind of subtle, but it still gives the right amount of that golden yellow color. And I know I say this a lot, but it doesn't matter if something is sticky. Whenever you use gesso, it never really wants to stick that well. And so I always make sure I add glue because it's never going to stick all the way. I'm going to add this lime green heart up at the top and kind of run it off the page. And then add in some more of the chipboard stickers from Vicky Boutin. Just smaller details. Now I'm looking for small things to add in. And I feel like it looks fine, but I just could not stop looking at this sticker book. I'm not kidding. I was like, there's so much stuff in here. I have to keep going. I have to keep going. I layer some of these circle stickers on top of the photo. I didn't want to do too much more over the photo, especially the top photo, because the title is kind of overlapping it. So I was careful not to go too crazy with that. Now I did pull some shimmers from my stash from previous kits. This is... I think this one is Well Blew Me Down. Several months ago we got that one. It's kind of a teal color. It matches the teal paper in this pretty well. And then I'm going to add in, I think, some pink. But I'm going to use the pink Lindy's that we get this month. So this pink powder is called, hang on, it's called Hottie Patati Hot Pink. I love that name. And I mixed it the same way I did the other one. Just put a little bit on some plastic, watered it down, and it was ready to go. Now I wanted to pull a piece of something to mimic the lime green heart. So I wanted to pull some of that color down below. So that's another sticker that says one of a kind. And I'm almost done. I'm going to add in some lines with my pencil there and my T-square ruler for some journaling. And then use my black fine tip Sharpie to do that. And then I do add the date afterwards. I think I had one more circle sticker on top of the bottom photo, but that is it. I love how this turned out. It was so much fun to make. The rainbow possibilities in these kits is just crazy because there's so many bright colors and so many fun embellishments, and I cannot wait to scrapbook these cute rainbow swimsuit photos with this kit. So I can't wait to make my next layout. I have no idea what I'm going to do, but it's going to be bright, I'm sure. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions about the kits or the techniques, anything at all. Make sure you check out hipkitclub.net, and make sure you keep uploading your layouts to the member forum over on Facebook so we can see what you guys are making with the kits, because these ones are gorgeous. I know I've said that a million times, but it's true. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.